Hey, it's Big Game James McCarty, sports director at Flag Family Media, here with one of the offensive linemen of the MSUM Dragons and Brennan Sellheim. Brennan, you guys are over halfway through the season now officially, 4-2 on the year. How would you assess how the offense has played so far midway through the season?
I feel like there's been games where we've shown a lot of signs of greatness. There's been times where we've had a little bit of struggles, but overall we've been doing very good. It's kind of banding together, being able to put together some good plays, some good drives, be able to finish games pretty well. Obviously, there's been a couple of games that we haven't had go as we would have liked it, but it's bound to happen in football. So,
throughout these first handful of games as well, you missed a game at Southwest. You guys had Vern miss a game as well, but you guys are as healthy as you can be 6 games into the year. How have putting those different depth pieces in worked for you guys in the offensive line, and how are you guys getting your footing underneath it with going 7-8 offensive linemen deep?
Honestly, I think it's been great. It's been able to take a little bit of the workload off some guys, be able to get them some kind of higher level reps when they're able to go in. It's been able to get some more depth where when we have injuries and stuff like we've had this season, it's been able to work out well. I think overall it helps build a lot of trust too with the people that you have in the room. Like when you know other people are able to go in, it allows you to play a little bit more freely because you're less worried about like, oh, what if I get hurt and such like that.
Basically, half of the offense has broken a record so far this year, whether you look at BP with his 32nd, now 33rd receiving touchdown. Gage has the most receptions in program history, conference history, most receiving yards. Jack's got over 100 touchdown passes, but it's not possible without the offensive line up front. How do you guys go about your business as really the big guys up front that are able to help make some of those things happen? Of course, it takes 11 guys in the field, but you guys are doing your 111th.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's a big part of our philosophy is really kind of buying into that, doing your 1/11th of what the team needs, being able to work hard every day. And really, at the end of the day, it's the whole offense's success is our success too, because it's hard to be able to measure that on an offensive line. So us being able to really go out there and see like our teammates and all that, be able to do great things, makes us. I mean, that's just about the best thing that you're able to see as an offensive lineman is when the rest of your team's able to do great.
I know that this offseason, it's not football-related question, but something pretty darn cool. You had an opportunity with a really great internship at NDSU over the summer. You're working in some biology-type stuff, things that I don't quite understand. I'm a pretty simple dude, but a lot of people have the impression that offensive linemen are just the big, scary guys that just go and butt heads together. But what is your goal post-graduation, and kind of tell us a little bit about that internship and what you're looking to do, because it is well beyond just being an offensive lineman.
Yeah, so this summer I was lucky. I got an internship at Dr. Mohi's lab at NDSU, and we were working with polymers and targeted drug delivery with chemotherapy. So it's kind of like it's a way to be able to get drugs to a certain location in the body without them having to interfere with more areas of the body. And we were doing that through ultrasound pH induced delivery methods. So
I understood about half that.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair. And then so post grad, I'd love to be able to go to NDSU. I'm hoping to be able to get into their PhD program in their pharmaceutical sciences department, and kind of go from there. I can do a lot of things, whether it's kind of like research, a little bit of teaching, and just opens up a lot of doors to be able to do different things in my future.
Yeah, that's tremendous. That's so dang cool to see what you guys are going to be able to do post-grad outside of football, and that's something that I'm thankful for guys like you, because I tell you what, if I was doing something like that, we'd all be in trouble. That's for darn sure. As we look towards this weekend now, you guys have the annual Battle for the Paddle. You're going back to Bismarck to take on UMary. What is the biggest key to you guys being successful to retain that paddle this weekend?
I think the biggest thing is we can't go in there and underestimate them, and their record may not reflect how good of a team they are this year, because they've been able to put together some pretty good games against some good teams that run for their money. I think we have to go in there and attack it like any other game, whether we're playing Duluth, SMSU, or them. I think that's our big thing. Is one of our big mindsets in the offensive line room is a big 1-0 type of mindset, where it's from week to week, from play to play. We take it, do what we can, and then move on to the next.
Last thing I have for you in closing, if we were to look at you guys' point total throughout the season, I don't think many people would quite understand that you guys don't score in the first quarter, almost ever. But somehow you score almost 40 points a game. Just for myself, how crucial is it for you guys to have those short memory to be able to go out for that next drive and continue to be successful after some of those failures early on in the game?
I think that's kind of a big reflector of the people that we have on the team. We have a lot of very explosive players where even if things might not be going perfect, if we just get one thing that can click right, we can really get a good play going. But then the big thing people understand with that is as we get into a game, as we get into a flow, and we wear the defense down, things start to click, and that's where we're able to get those 40 points in a half, 40 points in a quarter even sometimes. And it's kind of just a big deal to be able to do all those different types of things and being able to go from one play to the next, one drive to the next, and not really have to worry about it, especially when our defense has been doing so well as they have been this season. It really helps us out on that front.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, you guys in all three phases, it's been a lot of fun to watch so far. So we're looking forward to watching you guys on Saturday in Bismarck. Thanks for coming to your time, Brennan. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Big Game James McCarty alongside Brennan Sellheim, the Dragon football team. Have a great rest of your day.